Before we can talk about virtual workspaces, I want us to get on the same page, because everyone always thinks VDI. Well, when it comes to virtual desktops, IT folks seem to fall into one of two sides. There's the been there, done that camp. Hey, we played with some thin clients, saw the benefits, but it just never really worked the way they'd hoped. And then there's the late bloomers. These are you guys that wait to see what everyone else is doing before making your move. Well, times have changed. In fact, the idea of focusing on a desktop seems downright prehistoric. I mean, what is a desktop? Not only does our desk range from a steering wheel to a coffee table these days, our tools could be a mobile phone, a tablet, a PC or Mac. It could be owned, borrowed, or even rented. And we expect to talk, listen, view, record, collaborate in real time on any of these devices. Bottom line, success here requires an end-user experience that sacrifices none of this. I mean, you can't keep asking users to accept trade-offs because they're just going to work around you. User experience is key. Well, we have to give them what they expect these days, and the answer goes way beyond bandwidth. You just can't throw money at it. Right, Bean Counter? So what's the desired user experience these days? I mean, people like you and me, if it's home office one day, corporate office the next, branch office, Riften. I didn't know we had a branch in Riften. It's kind of a dangerous place. This is where the Cisco Virtualization Experience Infrastructure, or VXI, was born. The emphasis is on experience, not just the user experience. This also refers to the maturity of the solution. I mean, we've been at this for a while. VXI is a complete virtual workspace, unifying desktops, voice, and video delivered seamlessly on any device, anywhere. Okay, easy to say. I mean, you know real-time media, right? It's never quite that simple. So what is Cisco doing differently? Well, let's look at traditional VDI for a moment. When you click to make a voice or video call from a virtual desktop, where is that process launching? Did you say data center? You'd be right. This, of course, means that all that video rendering and compression, decompression, it's all happening in the data center side before it's passed to the virtual desktop client. Got more than one user? Well, that's more sessions, which equals more congestion, CPU spikes, user experience plummets. Virtual desktop dreams have now become physical desktop nightmares. That's actually a good question. The display protocols that desktop virtualization rely on actually make this much worse. They just were never intended to be, or to handle delay-sensitive media like real-time voice and video. Display protocols, well, they're invisible to your network controls. This means that QoS or other congestion control mechanisms are powerless for helping the network cope with any application flow. That's even with the major display protocols, PCOIP, HDX, RDP. The only way to address this is to extract the technology and the video from the shackles of this display protocols. And the only way we can then apply bandwidth optimization and application of QoS over the LAN and WAN. So, how would that work? Well, let's say I want to place a call to a coworker in my office. Now, in reality, the softphone app resides in the data center, so all my call processing and signaling reside in that's right, the data center. Riveting conversation. Freeze that for a second, okay? Look at this. That right there is the hairpin effect. Everything is being forced through the data center. And this is a big issue, and not just for wasted bandwidth. Ask yourself again, where's the processing done? Hold on to that one, though, because I want to pile on another issue. The real location of the endpoints is hidden, and since they seem to be in the data center, the codec negotiation between the devices is based on all that data center bandwidth, not the actual WAN bandwidth. Cisco VXI handles this so elegantly. It's by allowing Call Manager to directly control the phone via CTI, computer telephony integration. Calls are now set up phone to phone. It's no hairpinning. This happens no matter what your particular phone is, be it a handset or some kind of application. And once again, we are outside of the display protocol. So QoS and path optimization, all that network intelligence that you rely on from Cisco, can do their jobs. Cisco has partnered to design VXI with all the major desktop virtualization players to create a scalable and rock-solid solution that you can deploy with confidence. This stuff is so much fun. It's not an application or a box. It's an infrastructure delivering an experience. There's only one company with the end-to-end expertise this kind of thing requires. True workspace virtualization with all the scalability, security, and no apologies to the user experience delivered on any device. Just remember, don't call this VDI because you'd be wrong. It's VXI, Virtual Experience Infrastructure. There is so much more to this story, so don't take my word for it. Just go right here for more.